Welcome back to RealVacantLand.com. This is Luke Smith. I got another property for you. This one is in Mississippi County, Arkansas. And this picture in the background is a stock photo, but it's the idea of like an old broken down house, fixer-upper, because I've never been in this house. I've never taken a tour. I've never inspected it. It's as is, sight unseen, don't know what's inside. Might find grandma's dead body in the living room or some squatters living in the back or something. In Detroit, what we do is we knock on the house and say, I'm going to go get some coffee and I'll be back in 20 minutes. I'm going to take an inspection of the house, and it's just chase out anyone that might be inside, give them a chance to get out of there without cornering them, right? So it's one of those kinds of properties. Let's take a look at this thing. It's got it on the website, RealVacantLand.com. I'm asking $2,999 for this property. And I got a bunch of cartoon pictures from satellite photo from afar stuff. Let's see. You can take a look at that. So we're going to go in here. This is the, we're going to zoom in. So there's like an old creek or a drainage ditch or a canal behind it, whatever you want to call it. In the satellite photos, you can see the roof line there. And then we're going to take the street photos over here. And the house might not even be there anymore. That's not the house, I don't think. Yeah, there's the house. Okay, so there's a street view. It says 2019, but I don't think it's actually 2019. There's a telephone pole. Looks like a brand new utility pole. There's a light fixture there in the street. There's a, whatever you call it, transformer you can hook into. So the utilities are there. I think that's the main thing we're looking at more than the house. It looks like it kind of used to have a driveway or place to park here. Looks like it's got some overgrown trees. Looks like the house next door is, went with Dorothy to visit the Wizard of Oz. But this side over here, 1901. The house, I mean, the roof line's kind of smiling at you. If you get that joke. It's not a straight roof line. That's not what you want to buy. I'm not a very good salesman of selling old dumpy houses, huh? I'm just telling you the way it is. It looks like the carport on the side fell in. Let's hope nobody was inside when that happened. They boarded up the front window. There's no glass. Maybe someone stole the window. They said, I'm moving out and I'm keeping the window. There's a porch. Looks like someone put some PVC pipe along the porch here. Some makeshift podunk plumbing. Don't step on that. You're going to get wet. It'll spray you in the face. Yeah, it looks like there's a gas line hooked up to the house. So water, gas. I'm guessing sewer here. Not 100% sure if it's sewer or septic. What else can we learn? They put some cement blocks down for a step. Really high class. So there's the street. So the neighbors across the street. I mean, these guys got a propane tank. That one had a gas meter. They've got a propane tank. That doesn't make sense. But there's a house, basketball hoop. Maybe they have kids. You got chain link fence. Maybe they have dogs. Couple more houses down the street, and it seems pretty vacant on this side. This looks like cable, like internet, or if anyone still buys cable TV anymore. I don't know, just use them for internet. But looks like it was cut off. Looks like it used to go to the house and it's cut off and it's just hanging. So here's a house. Here's an old beat up house. It needs a lot of work for $2,999. Let's take a look at the map. Let's zoom out here and I'll show you where this is. This is Mississippi County, not the state Mississippi, but it's not very far from the state of Mississippi. This is the Mississippi River, I believe, running right next to it here. I believe that's the Mississippi River. Yeah, so there's Jackson, Mississippi over here. That might be one of the closest big cities. There's Memphis down to the south. So we're north of Memphis. There's Jonesboro, Paragould, Kennett. This town is called Blissville. And we're not very far from the Mississippi River. Yeah, Tennessee, Arkansas, state lines. Interstate 55 going by here. Here's the Highway 61. And there's town. There's a pawn shop and hotel, bank, Napa Auto Parts. I mean, looks like you could ride your bike over to Napa Auto Parts. When your car breaks down, you can go get parts. Social Security office over here. County offices, high school, primary school, bunch of government stuff over here. Numerous different churches. Looks like there's a church in about every block. Ditch number 31, so they're calling it a ditch there in the background. This is Basin Street. So this house is here. It's shown on this map too that there's a house there on Basin Street. So this is on Basin Street, and with ditch 37 in the background, and an old dumpy house for $2,999. I've never been to this house. Please go take a look at it. Do your own due diligence on this thing. You get what you pay for. Feel free to go fix it up, turn it into something, or bulldoze it, or reconstruct it, or whatever. The utilities are there. I mean, you could just use the utilities, start building out behind it or in front. Well, there wasn't much room in front of it, but maybe you could park your RV and plug into it. There's a lot of different ways to go about this. Just get creative. $2,999 for a lot with utilities and a house that, I don't know, maybe use it for storage. Maybe you have a haunted house there for Halloween. You get enough ticket sales, you could pay for the place. There's a lot of ways to do it. Maybe you could rent it out on Airbnb as a haunted house. Scariest house on Airbnb or something like that. This is my favorite picture. So these are pictures of stuff in the area. And then there's a restaurant, May's Grill Soul Food Daily. I'd like to go check that place out. I bet you there's some real good food in there. It's got nice flavor, atmosphere. Downtown's got like the old bank or department stores turned into a museum for kids. Looks like a dinosaur kind of thing for kids. I mean, it's getting regentrified, right? So these old downtowns are getting fixed up slowly and surely in different places. I was in Wyoming not too long ago, and they had some buildings like this in an old downtown that they turned into a climbing gym for the kids, and a coffee shop for the parents and climbing gym for the kids. I mean, there's all kinds of opportunities. Take one of these old towns, fix them up. Take old infrastructure and fix it up. So you take an old house like this and fix it up. You go downtown, pick out a building, fix it up, make it into something modern. Make it happen. Regentrification. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. This is Luke Smith, ruralvacantland.com, bringing you the cheapest house in the area. Good luck finding a cheaper house than this one. Take off with it. Have fun. Let me know what happens. Talk to you later. Bye.